Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you've never seen my face before, I'm just a Leeds thing and I pretty much talk about Leeds United. I go on a rant and I'm an emotional guy, so pretty much everything comes from the heart. And today, as you can tell by today's title, we're going to be talking about Victor Orta and Leeds United. I mean, I know there's been plenty of content around talking about him. We all know what the rumours are with Rodrigo. We all know that he's gone to Sevilla now and back to Spain. And we all know how much of a absolute tosser, excuse my language, he is when it comes towards Leeds United and the Leeds United fans. And personally, I'm just going to sit here and say that I personally don't think it's a bad thing that that's happened with Leeds United and Victor Orta. We know how bad it has been for him running the club with bringing in players like Victor Orta for over £30 million, Rodrigo for over £30 million, and it's just like, well, now we can go into next season, we can look at this as a blueprint to what not to do. You know, we all know how passionate Victor Orta is. We all know that he's a passion merchant. We saw it when it was in the Championship under Marcelo Bielsa. We saw it in the Premier League when it was in the finishing in the ninth. Probably one of our best seasons back in the Premier League for some time now. Yes, we're in the Championship again. Yes, we're coming up against the likes of Hull City and Rotherham and Plymouth. But as for right now, this is a blueprint to be able to go forward. I personally think it was the best thing to, in a sense, appoint Victor Orta in one sense, because yes, he got the appointment right for Marcelo Bielsa, but at the same time now we could look at him and be like, okay, well, we don't want to have this type of guy in charge again. We want to be able to have financial advisors like we did when we brought in Nick. Like he helped Newcastle. Like, obviously I'm going to do a quick little video on Nick Hammond and explain who he actually is and how he helped Newcastle in a sense avoid relegation. But if we can look at Newcastle, if we can look at a Brighton module and sit there and analyse it properly, we can go into next season or even this season with bringing in good Championship squad depth, bringing in players who we can actually advance to the next level. Just like what Newcastle have done, they're buying Premier League players, they're buying Premier League proven players, and building onto that next step, which obviously is the Champions League now. Eddie Howe's done a fantastic job, we all know that, but it's the recruitment, it's the people who are the CEOs, it's like the people like Nick Hammond. These are the types of people who have helped build Newcastle into that big, in a sense, big club that they're going to be in. Fair enough, they've got that massive financial takeover, which is fair enough, but Leeds United now one of the richest clubs in English football, you know. So if we can go and do that blueprint, I don't think the appointment of Victor Orta was such a bad thing. Yes, he has ruined the club status right now, the stock is low, but for long term, I personally think it's a blueprint that we need to not follow. We're bringing a different CEO, we're bringing a new manager with a different type of philosophy, and I personally think with having Nick Hammond on board, he's going to get the right instruments, the right type of people, the right type of players to surround the club, so the 49ers can be like, okay, well, this is a decent way of doing business. 49ers are smart, you know. There's so many investors, like there's a lot of content creators out there saying that there's 11 investors right now, and they're probably going to be more in the upcoming future. So the 49ers are not stupid, they know how to run business. So if they can invest in players and in the right CEO, the right manager, I personally think that the blueprint that was previously handed down from Andrea Radrizzani and Victor Orta, that's going to be completely gone because they're going to do it their own way, and I'm excited about the future. So like with the likes of Victor Orta being away from the club, I personally think is an arse. I don't really like him, but at the same time, I'm very, very, in a sense, happy that now we can look at this and be like, okay, well, now this is the way we don't need to run the club, you know. And I personally think he's going to take advantage of Leeds United's players, like he did with Rodrigo. I mean, it was a bit of a poor business from selling him, from buying him for like 30 million, and then obviously selling him for about 3-4 million quid to Sevilla. But that's just the type of person he is, and I personally think that he could lure a couple more players over to Sevilla. So we just got to watch that space, you know. So I personally don't think it's a bad thing what's happened with Victor Orta. Yes, he's in a sense ruined the stock value of Leeds United and bringing in so much debt to the club, but at the same time now we have a blueprint to be able to just move forward, remove Victor Orta's legacy away from the club, bring in a new CEO and a football director, what you want to call them, and in a sense just bring a better structure to the club. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. This has just been a quick little video. I'm going to do a quick video on Nick Hammond, and in a sense just get an understanding on who he is. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.